Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn one more lesson. The title of the lesson is The Cop and the Anthem. This lesson is written by O. Henry. Dear students, cop means police and anthem means prayer. The cop and the anthem is about freedom and confinement. This lesson is about freedom and confinement. Freedom means independence and confinement means jail. Initially, Sophie feels that there is freedom from miseries and worries in confinement, prison. In this lesson, the protagonist or hero is Sophie. Sophie is a vagabond. Vagabond means he is a wanderer. He does not have his own house. Then he does not have any job and he has no relatives, so he wanders here and there, and his main purpose is to go to jail to commit some mistake, and after committing that mistake he thinks that police will put him into jail, and in jail he will get free meal and free boarding. That's why his aim is to go to prison, his aim is to go to jail, and he thinks that going to jail means there is freedom from worries, from tension. The notes of anthem transform him from within and he resolves to work hard. But one day he goes near a temple, and in the temple the prayer was going on, and he listens to that prayer, and after listening to the prayer his mindset is changed, his point of view is changed, his attitude is changed, and now he decides to work hard and not to go to jail. Sophie faces the irony of fate as the moment he realizes the real freedom lies in a virtuous life. He is taken into confinement. At last, when he understands that real freedom is in virtuous life, real freedom is in good life, and now he wants to live good life, he wants to live virtuous life, but at that time he is caught and he is put in jail. Let's start our lesson, The Cop and the Anthem. Sophie left his bench and strolled out of the square and across the level sea of asphalt, where Broadway and Fifth Avenue flow together. Sophie left his bench. One day, Sophie had sat on a bench, and after some time he left the bench and he strolled. Strolled means he was walking. He started to walk out of the square. There was a square point and he left that square. The level sea of asphalt means there was sea, and beside the sea there was a tar road, and on that tar road he was walking. Where Broadway and Fifth Avenue flowed together, there two roads had come together. Up Broadway he turned and he took Broadway. He chose big way, big road, and stopped at a luxurious cafe. And on that big road there was a luxurious cafe. Cafe means hotel. There was a big hotel, and Sophie stopped in front of that big hotel. Sophie had confidence in himself from the lowest button of his vest upward, and Sophie had full confidence upon him. He was shaven and his coat was trim, and his neat black bow had been presented to him by a lady missionary on Thanksgiving Day. Sophie had shaved cleanly and he had put on good dress or fine dress. He had put on rich dress. When somebody will look at the appearance of Soapy, at that time they will think that Soapy is a rich man. And so he had full confidence that nobody will stop him from entering that rich hotel. If only he could reach a table in the restaurant, unsuspected success would be his. And he was thinking, if nobody will stop him from entering the hotel, then he will be successful in his mission. The portion of him that would show above the table would raise no doubt in the waiter's mind, and when he will go inside the hotel and he will sit at the table, at that time half of the part will be looked by others, and at that time his half above part was looking very good, was looking very rich, and nobody will suspect that this is a poor man or this person has no money. A roasted mallard duck, thought Soapy, would be about the thing with a bottle of wine and then some cheese, a cup of coffee and cigar. And now Soapy had to enter into the hotel, and he was thinking about the food. He wanted to eat roasted duck. Then he wanted to drink wine, and then he wanted to smoke a cigar, and he wanted to eat cheese, and he was dreaming about all these things. $1 for the cigar would be enough, and he was thinking $1 is enough for his cigar. The total would not be so high as to call forth any extreme of revenge from the cafe management, and he was thinking that his bill will not be that much more, that they will take extreme revenge, means hotel manager will take extreme avenge or revenge, and ate the meat would leave him filled up and happy for the journey to his winter island, and the meat would leave him filled. And he wanted to eat non-veg, meat means non-veg, and he wanted to eat non-veg full of his stomach. And he was thinking, after my stomach is filled by eating non-veg, then he will be happy to go to winter island. Winter island means jail, prison. He will go into jail happily. He will go in jail pleasantly. But as Soapy set foot inside the restaurant door, the head waiter's eye fell upon his tattered trousers and decadent shoes. But when Soapy entered the hotel, at that time there was main waiter, and the waiter looked at the shoes of Soapy. How were the shoes of Soapy? The shoes of Soapy were decadent. Decadent means old and worn out. And his trouser was tattered. Tattered means torn. His trousers were tattered, and the waiter guessed that this person is a poor person and this person may not have money, so he stopped him at the gate. Strong and ready hands turned him about and conveyed him in silence and haste to the sidewalk and averted the ignoble fate of the menaced mallard. And they stopped him from entering the hotel, and menaced means danger. Menaced the fate of the mallard means duck. And now the fate of the duck was bad. There was bad luck for mallard or duck, because Soapy was going to eat that mallard or duck, but its bad fate was stopped by the waiter. Waiter did not allow Soapy to enter the hotel. Soapy turned off Broadway. It seemed that his route to the coveted island was not to be an easy one. Some other way of entering the limbo must be devised. Soapy turned up Broadway, and now Soapy went on that big road. It seemed that his route to the coveted island, coveted means desired, hoped, island means prison. He wanted to go into prison. He wanted to make some mistake, and when he will make some mistakes, people will put him into jail. And his aim was to go into jail. But he thought that it is not easy to go into jail. Some other way of entering the limbo must be devised, and he was thinking that he will have to find out some other way to go into jail, to go into prison. At a corner of 6th Avenue, electric lights and cunningly displayed wares behind plate glass made a shop window attractive. Soapy was standing on the road, and Soapy looked there. There was a beautiful shop. There was very attractive shop. Soapy took a stone and dashed it through the glass. Then Soapy took a stone and he dashed it on the glass pane of the window. People came running round the corner, a policeman in the lead. And when he threw a stone on the window of that beautiful shop, the glass of the window was broken and many people gathered there. And with people, a policeman also came there. Soapy stood still with his hands in his pockets and smiled at the sight of brass buttons. Soapy put his hands into his pocket and he stopped there and he was smiling. "Where is the man that done that?" inquired the officer agitatedly. And now the officer means the policeman. He was angry. He asked the Soapy, who threw a stone on this window, "Where is that person? Where is that man?" "Don't you think that I might have had something to do with it?" said Soapy with a friendly voice, as one greets good fortune. And Soapy said, "Don't you think this is done by me? What is your opinion about you?" And he asked the policeman this in a friendly voice. And he was thinking good fortune. He was dreaming that this thing will keep him into jail, and his aim was to go into jail. His aim was to go into prison. The policeman refused to accept Soapy even as a clue. Men who smash windows do not remain to chat with the police. The policeman refused to accept Soapy even as a clue. But policeman said, No, you have not done this. The person who makes mistake will not stop here. Men who smash windows do not remain to chat with the police. And policeman said, the person who breaks window will not stop here to talk with the policeman. They take to their heels. He said that the person who make mistakes, they ran away from that spot. They ran away from that place. The policeman saw a man halfway down the block running to catch a car. With drawn club, he joined in the pursuit, and there was one person. That person was running on the road. That person had to catch a car, and policeman thought that this person has broken the glass of the window, and policeman followed that person. Soapy, with disgust in his heart, drifted along, twice unsuccessful, and now Soapy was disgusted. Soapy became nervous. Soapy became unhappy because second time he was unsuccessful in his mission. He wanted to go to jail, but second time he had failed to achieve his mission. He had failed to get success into his work. On the opposite side of the street was a restaurant of no great pretensions. On the opposite side of the road there was a restaurant, but this restaurant was not that much big. The restaurant was a small one. It catered to large appetites and modest purses, but it served good food, and the food was not costly here. The food was not expensive here. Its crockery and atmosphere were thick, its soup and napery thin. Into this place Soapy betook himself without challenge, and without any challenge Soapy entered in this hotel, because the hotel was not that much big. At a table he sat and consumed beef steak, flapjacks, doughnuts and pie, and he went into the hotel, he sat at the table and he ate what he had to eat. And then he told the waiter the fact that the minutest coin and himself were total strangers. Then he told the waiter he does not have any money. He is not familiar with money. He does not know what is money. Now get busy and call a cop, said Soapy, and don't keep a gentleman waiting. And Soapy said to that waiter, now please call the policeman. I am a gentleman. I don't want to wait for a long time. Call the police and tell the police about me. Tell the police that I have taken food here and I have not paid you. Then policeman will take me and put me into the jail. No cop for you, said the waiter, with a voice like butter cakes and an eye like the cherry in the Manhattan cocktail, hey con. But that waiter said, no, there is no need of cop to treat you. I am enough to treat you. I will teach you a lesson. I will not call the police. Neatly upon his left ear on the callous pavement, two waiters pitched Soapy. Then two waiters caught Soapy, they lifted him and they threw him out of the hotel, and Soapy fell on his ear. He arose joint by joint as a carpenter's rule opens, and he got up from that place, but he was injured. He was wounded, and dusted his clothes. After getting up, he dusted his clothes. Arrest seemed now but an elusive dream, and he was thinking that police will not arrest him. It looks difficult. The island seemed very far away. A policeman who stood before a drugstore 2 doors away laughed and walked down the street. There was a policeman. The policeman was standing in front of a wine shop, and policeman looked at Soapy. He laughed and he went away. Thank you very much. We will continue our remaining lesson tomorrow. If you like my video, please like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.